All right. Welcome to another edition of Wildcat Varsity Bowling. Today we're coming to you from Deshler, Ohio, where we're facing off against the Patriots of Patrick Henry. Right here from Deshler Lanes. We're getting a little bit of a late start here. We're still in the middle of practice. Figured I'd get the stream started. I think we'll try to keep the camera stationary today. Looks like we've got a pretty good view of all 8 lanes here. Just to give you a rundown of the next couple of live streams, we've got one coming up on the 23rd of December. That'll be in Maumee against Maumee. Now I believe they do not have a girls team, so the girls will probably be scrimmaging against the boys JV. But the boys match will be an NLL conference match. And then on December 30th, we're at home against Liberty Center. If you guys tuned in for the live stream on Saturday coming from Bryan, you'll know that that should be a real fight. Once again, we've got about 7 minutes of practice here before the match gets underway. If somebody out in the chat can give me a heads up, let me know that the audio is working and that you guys can hear me, I appreciate it. We'll have the boys today on lanes 1 through 4 and the girls on 5 through 8. About 4.5 minutes until the match gets underway. For those of you just joining us, we're in the middle of practice. All right, just about to get underway. All right, Patrick Henry boys up on lane 4. We'll get things started. Comes in light, picks up 6. Patrick Henry picks up a strike over on lane number 2. And Brennan Babcock picks up 8, leaves the 4-7 on lane 3. Preston picks up 9, looks like a 4-pin left, or I'm sorry, a 2-pin left down on lane 1. Strike for the Patriot ladies on lane 6. Alexa comes in light, picks up 7 on lane 7. Ariana picks up 9, leaves a 10-pin. Alexa's got the 1, 2, and 4 left. Brennan picks up his spare. Preston picks up his spare as well down on lane 1. Alexa picks up her spare on lane 7. Ariana's spare attempt picks it up on lane 5. Andrew Gallagher comes in light, picks up 7. 9 also for Riley on lane number 3, leaving a 6-pin. Keegan splits on lane 7, leaving the 2-7. Carly up now on lane 5. And she gets 9, leaving a 7-pin. Andrew picks up his spare on lane 1. Riley picks up his spare on lane 3. And Keegan picks up the split. Nice ball. Ashton up now, lane number 1, and a strike for Ashton. Carly now spare attempt. She's got it. Spare there by the Patriots on lane 6. Preston up now, lane number 2. There's a strike for him. Sophia Coors up on lane number 7 for the Lady Cats. Pulls that one up just a bit, picks up 5. Strike for the Patriot boys down on lane 1. Andrew up now. Comes in a little light, picks up 9, leaves a 2-pin. Ariana got 9 on lane 6 a moment ago, left the 10-pin, her spare attempt. And that one will fall off to the right. Brennan Babcock up now, comes in light, gets a little extra pin fall, leaving just the 2-pin behind. Sophia now her spare attempt on lane 7. And she's got it. Nice pickup. Alexa with a spare attempt down on lane 8 picks up 1 out of 3, so a total of 8 for her in the second frame. Andrew with a spare a moment ago on lane number 2 brings up Ashton. Keegan with a strike down on lane number 8. Ashton with a strike on lane 2. Carly picks up her 10-pin spare on lane number 6. Patriots with 9 on lane 3, left a 9-pin. Preston with a strike. That's 2 in a row now, down on lane number 1. Riley comes in light, picks up 6. Sophia picked, Preston did not get a strike. He got 9. He picks up his spare, though. Sophia got 9 on her first ball on lane 8, left a 10-pin. Her spare upcoming. And that one falls off to the right. Riley now, his spare attempt, picks it up. Andrew picks up 9, leaves a 4-pin down on lane number 1. Brennan up now for Napoleon on lane 3. That one goes left to the head pin, carries for the Brooklyn. Strike for him. Ariana up now, lane number 5. And she can't get the 10-pin to fall. Keegan up now, goes left to the head pin, picks up 9, leaves a 5-pin. Riley gets a little help. The 10-pin drops, leaving just the 2 behind. Ariana picks up her spare just a moment ago. Andrew with a spare. Now Ashton up on lane 1, and he splits, leaving the 4, 7, and 10, looks like. Keegan with her spare attempt on lane number 7. Carly up on lane number 5. Keegan picks up her spare. Carly splits, leaving the 4, 7, 10. Picks up 7. Split there from the Patriots boys on lane number 4. Ashton picks up 2 out of the 4, or 2 out of the 3. For a total of 9 in the 3rd frame. Preston with a strike just a moment ago on lane 2. Sophia goes a little high, picks up 7. Carly misses her spare. Won't get any additional pin count. That's 7 total in the 3rd. Alexa with a strike just a moment ago on lane 8. That's a double for her. Andrew up now, lane 2. And he gets them all to drop for a strike. There's a strike for Keegan down on lane number 8. Ariana picks up 9. The 10-pin won't drop. Sophia with 3 left on lane 7. Ashton picks up 9, leaves a 9-pin. And Sophia picks up her spare on lane 7. Ariana now, spare attempt on lane 6. Got it. Ashton now, his spare attempt on lane 2. And he picks it up. Preston coming up on lane number 1. Sophia up on lane number 8. Preston with a strike on lane 1. Carly with a strike on lane 6. Sophia picks up 7. leaving the 1, 2, and 8. Nice spare there for the 6-10 on lane 7 for the Patriot ladies. Andrew's up now for Napoleon on lane 1. And a nice strike from Andrew.
Let's go, Ashton.
That's 2 in a row, I believe, for him. Sophia now, her spare attempt on lane 8. And she'll miss that one, pulls that across there. Brennan coming up for the Napoleon Wildcats on lane 4. That goes high and splits. Leaves the 3, 4, 6, and 7. Ashton now, that one comes in light, leaves the 2, 8. A missed spare attempt for Patrick Henry on lane 2. Alexa up now on lane 7. Comes in just a little light, picks up 8, leaving the 2, 5. An 8 count for Patrick Henry on lane 3. Ashton chops, picking up just the front pin on lane 1. So a 9 total for him in the 5th frame. Preston up now, lane number 2 for the Wildcats. And a strike for him. That's now 3 in a row. Alexa picked up her spare on lane number 7. Ariana now up lane number 6. And an 8 count for her. Looks like the 3-10 left. We've got Andrew and Riley up. Riley comes in light, picks up 9. Andrew with a strike down on lane number 2. That's now 3 in a row for him. So Preston and Andrew both with strikes in the 4th, 5th, and 6th frames. Ariana now, spare attempt. Comes in just a little bit light, picks up just the 10 pin, so 9 total from the 5th frame. Ashton now, he comes in light, leaves another 2, 8. Riley picks up his spare. Keegan with a spare attempt, misses inside. So 9 total for her in the 5th frame. Brennan up now, lane number 3. Solid 10 pin left. Ashton now, spare attempt on lane 2. He's got it. Carly got 9 on her first ball on lane number 5. Sophia up now in lane 7. And she gets them all to drop for a strike. Alexa now down on lane number 8. Picks up 6. Brennan picks up his spare. Carly picks up his spare, or her spare. Preston with a 9 count on lane number 1, leaving the 2 pin. Ariana up on lane number 6. Gets 7, leaving the 3, 6, 10. Alexa will pick up 1 additional. Preston picks up his spare. Riley with a strike in the 5th frame just a moment ago. Ariana missed her spare attempt. That'll be 7 total in the 6th frame for her. Keegan picking up 8, leaving the 6-10 standing. Andrew now, lane number 1. Comes in light, picks up 8, leaving the 2-5. Carly now with a strike on lane number 6. Keegan picks up her spare. That was on lane number 8. Andrew picks up his spare down on lane number 1.
Come on, Ashton.
Sophia gets 9 on lane 8, leaving a 7-pin. Brennan misses his spare attempt. I'm sorry, that was his. I'm sorry, that was his first ball. He gets 9 on his first ball, leaving a 10-pin behind. Ashton gets 9 on his first ball, leaving a 10-pin. Sophia, spare attempt. Misses that. Ashton misses his spare attempt. And Brennan had missed his. Alexa gets 9, leaves a 6-pin. Preston up now, lane number 2. And 9 count for him, can't get the 10 to drop. Riley with a strike just a moment ago on lane number 4. Lexa picks up her spare. Riley misses his. I'm sorry, not Riley. Preston misses his on lane 2, just inside.
Come on, AK.
Andrew up now, lane number 2. And splits, gets 7, leaves a 6, 7, 10. Keegan now, lane 7 with a strike. Ariana now coming up lane number 5. Nice ball from Ariana for a strike. Andrew now, his spare attempt. Try to get at least 2 of these. And he won't get any additional, so 7 total in the 8th frame for Andrew. Sophia up now, lane number 7, pulls that one across her body. Ends up with 5. Carly up now, lane number 5. Leaves just the 2-pin. Alexa got 9 on her first ball to start the 8th frame. Left the 4-pin left. Ashton with a strike down on lane 2. Sophia now, spare attempt, lane 7. Picks up 3 out of the 5. That'll be a total of 8 for her. Carly picks up her spare. Ariana now, lane number 6. Gets 9, leaves a 7-pin. Preston up, lane number 1 for Napoleon. Strike for him. Keegan now, lane number 8. And a strike for her. That's 2 in a row now for Keegan. Ariana picks up the spare. Sophia up on lane number 8. Andrew up on lane number 1. Sophia lets it go. Again, comes across. Picks up, looks like 3. Andrew picks up 7, leaving the 2, 4, 5. Carly with the messenger takes out the 10 pin for a strike. That was on lane number 6. Brennan up lane number 4. Sophia's spare attempt. Brennan with a strike. Sophia picks up another 4 pins for a total of 7. Andrew picks up 2 out of his 3. So Andrew with a 9 in the 9th frame.
Let's go, Ashton.
Riley with a strike on lane number 4. That's now 4 in a row for Riley. Ashton with 9 leaves the 10 pin. Alexa picks up 9, leaves a 4 pin on lane number 7. Ashton picks up his spare. Alexa picked up her spare. Preston now starting the 10th frame. Gets the strike. Pin comes out of the gutter, kicks out the 7. Keegan now picks up 6, leaves the 2, 4, 5, and 7.
Let's go, AK.
Strike for Patrick Henry boys on lane 3. Preston now, second ball, 10th frame, picks up 7, leaving the 6, 9, 10.
AK.
Ariana with a strike to start in the 9th frame on lane number 5. Brennan, a solid 10 pin left on lane number 3. Keegan picks up her spare on lane number 7. And Preston with a spare, finishing with I believe it was a 214. Carly splits, leaving the 4 and 9, it looks like. Yeah, 214 for Preston. Sophia up now, lane number 7. Picks up 9, leaves a 6 pin. Andrew up. He had 9 on his first ball in the 10th. Spare attempt. And he misses. So he'll end up with 178. Sophia picks up her spare.
Here you go, Ashton. Yeah, good job, Keegan.
So Alexa finished with a 153. Or no, not Alexa. Yeah, Alexa with a 153. Brennan picked up 7. Ashton with a strike on lane 2. Keegan now, lane number 8. Strike for Keegan. So 2 strikes in the 10th for Ashton. Brennan picks up 2 out of the 3. and finishes with a 159.
There you go, AK.
Keegan picks up another 9. Ashton finishes with a 179. Andrew with a 178. Preston with a 214. Brennan with a 159. Riley starts the 10th with 7. Ariana finished with a 178. Sophia starts with the 10th frame with 8, leaving the 4-7. Carly's 10th frame coming up. And she picks up 7, leaving the 2-4-5. Riley picks up the spare. Carly picked up the spare. She'll get one more. Sophia had picked up her spare, and their last ball picks up 7, so she finished with a 130. Keegan finished with a 203. Carly's last ball. Picks up 8. And Carly finished with a 169. All right, try to get you scores here in just 1 minute. Riley finished with a 231. All right, so Riley finished with a 231. So I've got an unofficial score of 961 for the boys and 856 for Patrick Henry boys. And for the girls, 833 and 669. All right, Brennan up on lane 4. Start game number 2 here. And we start out with a strike.
Let's go, AK. Start it off.
Preston up now, lane number 2. And a strike for him. Ariana now, lane number 6. Goes high, carries for the Brooklyn, strike. Alexa down on lane number 8. Splits, ends up leaving the 410. Riley with a nice ball for a strike on lane 4. Andrew gets a little help, gets a 7-pin to drop. There's a strike for him. Carly now, lane number 6 for a strike. Ashton up now, lane number 2. And a solid 10-pin left. Alexa, spare attempt, picks up 1. That'll be a total of 9 to start the first frame. All right, Alexa comes in a little light on lane 7, leaves a washout, the 1-2-4-10. Brennan up now, lane number 3. Goes left to the head pin again, that splits, leaves the 5-10. Ariana comes in light, picks up 9, leaves a 4-pin. Andrew with a strike down on lane number 1. So back-to-back strikes for both Preston and Andrew. Alexa picks up all but 1, another 9 count. Ariana, spare attempt, picks it up. Brennan now, his spare attempt, picks up 1 out of 2. That's a 9 count in the second. Keegan now up on lane 7. A solid 10-pin left, picks up 9. Ashton now, lane number 1. Riley on lane number 3. Strike for Ashton. An 8 count for Riley, leaving the 2-8. Carly with a strike on her first ball, or first frame, picks up 9 on her first ball in the second. Leaves the 2-pin standing. Keegan got 9 on her first ball, spare attempt coming, and too far to the right. Riley picked up his spare just a moment ago. Brennan now, lane number 4, again goes left of the head pin, picks up 6. Carly picks up her spare. Riley, or not, Preston another strike, I'm sorry. So 3 in a row now for Preston. Lily picks up 1 on her first ball. Ariana with 8, leaving the 2-8. Andrew comes in light, picks up 7, leaving the 2-4-5. Ariana, spare attempt, lane 6. Got it. Nicely done. Andrew now picks up his spare. And Lily picks up 7 more. That's a total of 8. It's in the 3rd frame. Or 2nd frame, I'm sorry. Carly gets 9, leaves a 10 pin. Ashton up now, lane number 2. That one goes left to the head pin, gets 9, leaves a 6 pin. And Lily looks like a strike down on lane number 8. Carly picks up her spare on lane number 6. Ashton picks up his spare.
Come on, Preston.
Brennan now up, lane number 3. And a solid 10 left. Preston up now, lane number 1. And a strike for Preston. Brennan, spare attempt now, lane number 3.
Shake it off, Brennan.
A little far right. Ariana coming up, lane number 5. Andrew gets a strike down on lane 1.
All right, get out of that one.
Ariana gets 8, leaves the 6-10. Alexa picks up 7, leaving the 1-3-9. Nice ball there from Riley on lane 3 for a strike. That's a double now for him. Strikes in the 3rd and 4th frames. Ariana picks up her spare.
Hey, keep fighting, kid.
Ashton now down on lane 1. Can't get the 10 to drop. Alexa ready for her spare attempt now in lane 7. And she's got it. Nicely done.
Good job, Alexa. Come on, Carly.
Ashton, a spare attempt on lane 1. Misses. Carly now comes in light, splits, leaves the 1-2-4-10 washout. Keegan picks up 9, leaves the 4-pin standing. Preston up now. Another strike for Preston. Logan looks to be in for Brennan. Picks up 8 on his first ball, leaves a 2-8. Carly now, spare attempt. Just misses. Keegan, her spare attempt, picks it up. Andrew coming up, lane number 2. Andrew left the 10 pin. Alexa up down on lane 8. Picks up 8. Leaves the 2-5. Lily picks up 9. Leaves a 6 pin. Logan, spare attempt. Got it. Andrew misses his spare attempt down on lane number 2. Alexa, spare attempt coming up. Lane number 8. Chops picks up just the 5 pin, so a total of 9 for her. That's in the 5th frame of this second game. Ariana goes high and splits, leaving the 4-6. Ashton and Riley up. Ashton on lane 2, Riley on lane 4. And a strike for Riley with a messenger. And Ashton leaves the 6 pin. Lily picked up her spare just a moment ago. Ariana now, her spare attempt with a valiant effort, but picks up 1 out of 2. So a total of 9 for Ariana in frame number 5. Ashton now, his spare attempt coming up on lane 2. Lily up for the ladies on lane 8. Ashton picks up his spare. Lily picks up, looks like 5. Carly up now, lane number 6. And a strike for her. Preston down lane 1. Another strike. Lily, spare attempt. Got it!
Good job, Lily.
Logan up now, lane number 3. Nice looking ball for a strike.
Good job, Logan.
Andrew up now, lane number 1. Comes in just a touch light. Picks up 8. Looks like the 2-8 left.
Come on, Alexa.
Riley coming up on lane 3. Alexa up on lane 7. Riley lets it go. Goes high, picks up 9, leaving the 6 pin. Alexa lets hers go. Also high, also leaving a 6 pin. Ariana on lane 5. Andrew Gallagher, lane number 1. Ariana splits. Andrew picks up his spare. Ariana left with a 1, 2, and 10. Alexa now her spare attempt. Riley misses his. Alexa picks up hers. Ashton can't get the messenger to connect with the 10 pin. Gets 9 on his first ball.
Yeah, there you go, AK.
Ariana picks up her spare. Nice shot. Keegan up now, lane number 7. This is the 6th frame for her. And a nice ball for a strike there. Ashton misses his spare attempt. He'll end up with 9 in the 6th frame. Carly splits, leaving the 5 and 7. Preston up now, lane number 2. That one comes in light, leaves a 2-4-5. Ends his streak. Lily up now, lane number 7. And a strike for Lily. Logan now, lane number 4. Nice ball. There's a strike for him. 2 in a row. Preston had the front 6. His spare attempt now, lane number 2. Picks it up. Riley now, lane number 4. Picks up 8, leaves the 4-7. Keegan up now, lane number 8 for the ladies. Picks up, looks like 8, leaving the 6-10. Andrew on lane 2. Nice ball there for a strike. Riley picks up his spare. Keegan now up for her spare attempt on lane 8. Ashton coming up for his first ball. Keegan missed her spare. Ashton lets it go. And a strike for Ashton.
Let's go, AK. Right shot.
Ariana up now, lane number 6. Nice looking ball for a strike.
Right there, kid. Keep it there.
Preston now, lane number 1.
Get it.
Picks up 9. Lily also picks up 9 down on lane number 8. Preston leaving an 8 pin. Lily leaving the 9 pin. Carly up now, lane number 6. And a strike for Carly. Riley now up on lane 3. Preston with a spare attempt. Preston successful. Riley picks up 6, leaving the bucket, the 2, 4, 5, and I'm sorry, no. Yeah, 2, 4, 5, and 8. Alexa picking up 8 on lane number 7, leave the 2, 8. Andrew up, lane number 1. Picks up 9, leaves the 7 pin. Alexa, spare attempt. Got it! Nicely done. That one's easy to chop if you don't hit it solid enough.
Let's go, AK. Find your mark again.
Andrew now, spare attempt on lane 1. Picks it up. Keegan on lane 7. Picks up 9, can't get the 10 to drop. Ariana now, lane number 5. Splits, leaves the 4, 6, and 10. Ashton on lane 1. Nice ball there for a strike. That's 2 in a row now for Ashton. Strikes in the 7th and 8th. Keegan now, spare attempt. Picks it up. Ariana picks up 2 out of 3. That'll be a total of 9 for her in the 8th frame. Preston with a strike a moment ago on lane number 2. That in the 9th frame. Andrew up, lane number 2. Splits, gets 8. Lily also splits on lane 7, getting 8. Lily left with the 2, 7. Andrew looks like the 4, 9. Carly got an 8 count on her first ball, left the 2, 8. Logan goes just a little high, ends up leaving the 2, 9. Andrew picks up 1 out of 2. Lily picks up 1 out of 2. Carly picks up her spare. Keegan with 8 on her first ball a moment ago on lane number 8, leaving the 2, 5. Ashton coming in light, ends up leaving the 2, 4, and 8. Gets 7. Logan now, spare attempt. Picks up 1 out of 2. Keegan successful on her spare attempt down on lane number 8. Ashton now, his spare attempt on lane 2. Chops, picks up 2 out of 3. Nice ball there for Riley for a strike. That in the 9th frame. Ariana on lane 6 comes in a little light, gets 8, leaves the 4-7. Preston gets a strike to start the 10th frame. Lily got 8 a moment ago down on lane number 8. Left the 2-7, it looks like. Ariana, spare attempt, picks it up. Lily, her spare attempt. She's got it. Preston now, second ball, 10th frame. And another strike for Preston. Carly up now, lane 6. Logan up on lane 3. Carly with a nice ball for a strike. Logan goes high, picks up 9, leaves a 6-pin. And Alexa scoots one back to the channel for a strike. Looked like the one pin was going to keep standing, and it slid off the back of the board. Or back of the deck, I should say. And 3 strikes for Preston. That's 4 in a row to end game number 2. Alexa picks up 7, leaves the 3-6-10. Logan picks up his spare. He'll get 1 more in the 10th. Andrew coming to the line on lane number 1 to start his 10th frame. And gets 9, leaves a 7-pin. Alexa chops, picks up 2 out of 3. And Alexa will finish with a 171. Preston finished with a 266. Andrew finished with a 171, missing his final spare. Riley splits, picks up 8, leaves the 2-9, it looks like. Keegan picks up her spare. She'll get 1 more in the 10th. Ashton splits to start the 10th. Picks up 8. Ariana picks up 9. Looks like a 4-pin. Ashton, spare attempt. Picks up 1. And finishes with a 160. Riley finishes with a 189. Ariana picks up 9 on her final ball.
Come on, Carly.
Lily ends up getting 1 out of 3 on her spare attempt and finishes with a 153.
Come on, Carly.
Carly with a strike to start the 10th frame. Carly with 7, leaving the 1-2-8.
Good job, Carly.
Carly picked up her spare and finishes with a 179.
Come on, Cats.
All right, so I have unofficially 849 for Napoleon girls to 653. That puts 1682 to 1322. Napoleon currently leads by about 360 pins. I've got Napoleon boys unofficially 958 in game number 2, 868 for Patrick Henry. Unofficially, it's 1919 to 1724, or a difference of about 195 pins. Again, these are unofficial. I'll double check with the coaches' scoring sheets at the end of the day. All right, getting ready to start the Baker games here. And Andrew starts things out with a strike. Patrick Henry boys look like 6. Patrick Henry girls start out with 6. Mason up now for the boys. And looks like 9 or maybe even 8. Raven picks up 9. Patrick Henry with a strike on lane number 4. I'm sorry, that was a 9 count. Sorry. 10 pin in there. Mason won't convert. Raven misses her spare attempt. Patrick Henry picks up their spare. Patrick Henry girls on lane 6. Gets 8. Leaves the 5-9. Logan with the 8 count. Leaves the 6-10. Macy Eicher up now. Picks up 7. Leaves the 1-2-8. Patrick Henry boys on lane 4. There's a strike for them. And a nice spare there for Patrick Henry girls on lane 6. Logan now his spare attempt. Picks it up. Macy now her spare attempt. Misses, ends up with 7 in the second frame. Patrick Henry boys with a strike. Patrick Henry girls, 6 count, leaving the 1, 2, 4, and 8. Brennan up for Napoleon. He gets a strike. Sophia Coors now up for Napoleon. And she picks up 7, leaves the 1, 2, 8. Patrick Henry girls pick up 3 out of the 4. Split for Patrick Henry boys, leaving the 4, 7, and 10. Riley up now for the Napoleon boys, lane number 3. And a strike for him. 9 count for Patrick Henry girls to start the 4th frame. Patrick Henry boys end up with 7 in the 6th. Sophia now her spare attempt. Misses, so a 7 count for Napoleon and the girls in the 3rd frame. Andrew Gallagher with a strike. 3 in a row now for Napoleon boys. Patrick Henry picks up 6. Leaves the 3, 6, 9, and 10. Patrick Henry girls just picked up their spare on lane 6. And a spare for Patrick Henry boys on lane 4. Lily Light up now. Lane 5. That going left of the head pin picks up about 3. Mason leaves the 10 pin standing. Patrick Henry boys coming in light, pick up 6. Leaves the 2, 4, 5, and 7. Patrick Henry girls spare attempt, picks up the 10 pin. Mason spare attempt, and he's got it. Lily now her spare attempt on lane 5. Got it. Logan Honeman up for Napoleon on lane number 3. And a strike for him. Alexa picks up 9, leaves the 7 pin. Patrick Henry boys picks up 6 and splits. Brennan up now for Napoleon on lane number 3. And a strike for Brennan. Alexa now, spare attempt. Got it. Patrick Henry girls, spare attempt here on the right lane. And she opens. Patrick Henry boys pick up 1 out of 4, ends up with 7. That's Riley. Strike for him in the 9th frame. 7 in the 9th for Patrick Henry boys. Raven gets 9 in the 6th frame. Patrick Henry's last bowler up in the 10th frame. Gets 9 of them to drop, leaves the 10 pin. Riley with a strike in the 10th. So Riley with 2 strikes in the 10th. Strike for Patrick Henry girls. Macy Eicher up now. First Riley, last ball, 10th frame. Looks like another strike. Macy picks up 8, leaves the 2-5. So that looks like a 235 for Napoleon boys. And Patrick Henry with 1 more here in the 10th. 2 strikes back to back for the Patrick Henry girls in the 7th and 8th frames. And he picks up, our Patrick Henry boy picks up 9 more, and they finish with 150. Macy misses her spare, so an open in the 7th. Patrick Henry picks up 9, leaves a 10 pin to start the 9th. Sophia ends up pulling that one across the lane. An open for Patrick Henry, get 9 in the 9th. Patrick Henry and Napoleon will switch, boys will switch lanes. Patrick Henry starts the 10th frame with 6. Andrew up first. Andrew gets, looks like 8. Nope, 9. Left the 6 pin. Sophia, spare attempt. Doesn't connect. Patrick Henry girls get 3 more for a total of 9, finishing with a 129. Andrew picks up his spare. Lily up next. And a strike for Lily. Mason up now for Napoleon boys. And a strike for Mason. Patrick Henry boys pick up, look like 5. Alexa now, her first ball, 10th frame. Strike for her. Logan up now for Napoleon. Picks up 7, leaving the 2-4-5. Patrick Henry. Boys picked up the spare. Alexa now. Gets 9, leaves a 5-pin. And the Napoleon girls will come up just a little short in this first Baker game, but it is based on total pins. Logan picks up his spare. Best Napoleon girls can do is 127. Patrick Henry girls with 129. And Alexa missed it, so they'll end up with 126 to 129. Brennan gets 9, leaves the 4-pin. The 4-pin. Patrick Henry boys pick up 8, leaves the 2-8. Brennan now, spare attempt, picks it up. Preston up next for Napoleon. Bowling the anchor spot. And a strike for Preston. Spare attempt for the Patrick Henry boys. Picks it up, nice done. Andrew Gallagher up next for Napoleon. Raven picks up 6. Andrew picks up 7, leaving the 6, 9, and 10. Raven's got the 1, 2, 5, and 9. Strike for Patrick Henry boys down on lane 4. A spare from Patrick Henry girls on lane 5. Raven's spare attempt picks up 1 out of the 4, so a total of 7. Patrick Henry picks up 8, leaves the 2-8. I'm sorry, it's 7. So it must be the 2, 8, and 10. Mason getting 8, leaving the 3, 10. And Patrick Henry picks up 2 out of the 3. Patrick Henry girls, spare attempt here. Picks it up. Picks up the 1, 3, 9. Patrick Henry boys come in light, pick up 6. Leave the 1, 2, 4, 8. Macy now, spare attempt here. Picks up 1 out of 3. Mason now, his spare attempt. chops, picks up the 10, but not the 3. So a 9 count in the 7th for Napoleon. Patrick Henry boys pick up their spare. Patrick Henry girls pick up their spare. Sophia Coors up now for the girls. Picks up 7, leaving the 2, 4, and 8. Logan with a strike in the 8th frame for Napoleon. Patrick Henry girls with 9, looks like a 5-pin left. Patrick Henry boys split. Brennan up now, right lane. Strike for Brennan. So Patrick Henry boys with 6. And Sophia picks up all but 1. So a 9 count for Napoleon girls in the 3rd. Spare attempt from Patrick Henry boys. Picks up, I think, all but 1. Yep, total of 9. Preston now, 10th frame. And a strike for Preston. Patrick Henry girls get 9. Leaves a 5-pin. Looks like a strike to start the 10th for Patrick Henry boys. Lily Light gets 5, leaving the 1, 2, 3, 5, and 10. Preston picks up 8 on his second ball, leaves a 2, 8. Patrick Henry girls pick up their spare. Second ball in the 10th for Patrick Henry boys. Looks like another strike. Lily picks up 3 more. That's a total of 8 in the 4th frame. Preston picks up his spare. And Napoleon will finish the second Baker game with a 204. Alexa now picks up 9, leaves the 5-pin. Patrick Henry boys, last ball, 10th frame. Looks like 3 strikes in the 10th. Finishes with 176. Patrick Henry spare attempt. Got 9 on her first ball. And misses her spare. So an open for Patrick Henry in the 6th. Alexa converts her spare in the 5th. So the boys will, looks like the boys are deciding to change lanes. They'll have 1 more Baker. And a strike for Patrick Henry in the 7th frame. For the girls, that is. Raven up now for Napoleon, lane number 6. Comes in light, leaves the 1, 2, picks up 8. Patrick Henry girls on lane 5. Another strike for them. It's 2 in a row now. All right, Raven now, spare attempt. She's got it. Patrick Henry boys start out the 3rd Baker game with a strike. Andrew Gallagher leaves 1, looks like the 10-pin. Patrick Henry girls with 3 strikes in a row now. Macy Eicher up for Napoleon. That one goes left of the head pin, picks up, gets late pinfall, picks up 8 total, leaving the 3, 9. Patrick Henry girls missed the pocket, leaving the 1-3, pick up 8. Andrew missed his spare. So 9 in the first for Napoleon boys. Strike for for Patrick Henry. That's 3 in a row now for the boys. Macy now, spare attempt, and she misses. Picks up 8 in the 7th frame. Patrick Henry picks up 1 out of 2, and they'll finish the second Baker game with a score of 190. Patrick Henry boys with another strike. That's 4 in a row now. Sophia splits, picks up 8, leaves the 5-7. Mason picks up 9, leaves the 4 pin. Patrick Henry boys with another strike. That's a front 5 for them. Mason now, spare attempt. Picks it up. Sophia just misses. Ends up with 8 in the 8th. Patrick Henry boys up now, 6th frame. Gets 9. Leaves the 8 pin. Logan Honeman up for Napoleon. There's a strike for Logan. Patrick Henry, spare attempt for the boys. Picks it up. Brennan Babcock up now for Napoleon boys. And a strike for him. Patrick Henry. Another strike for them on the right lane. Lily picks up 7 total in the 9th frame. Patrick Henry boys comes in a little light. It gets 8, leaves the 2-5. Ashton now down on lane 3. Picks up 7, leaving the 3-6-10. Alexa with a strike for Napoleon girls on the lane number 6 to start the 10th frame. Ashton now, spare attempt here. Picks it up. Alexa now. Picks up 8, splits, leaving the 5-7. Andrew up now for Napoleon. And a strike for him. Patrick Henry boys now, lane number 4. That's a strike for them. Strike in the 9th frame. Mason splits. Looks like 7. The 2, 4, and 9. Patrick Henry starts her 10th frame. Picks up 8, leaving the 6-10. Mason now, spare attempt. Picks up 2 out of the 3 for a total of 9. That in the 7th frame. Patrick Henry boys pick up their spare. One more in the 10th for them. Alexa up for the girls. Picks up 6, leaves the 1, 2, 3, and 5. Logan now for Napoleon. Looks like a strike for him. Patrick Henry also picking up 6, leaving the 1, 2, 3, and 5. Last ball, Patrick Henry. Picks up a strike. Alexa picks up her spare. Brennan picks up 8. Looks like the 6-10 left. So Patrick Henry won't get any additional, ends up with 6 in the first frame. So 227 for Patrick Henry boys in the last Baker game. Brennan with a spare there. Ashton starts the 10th with a strike. So Lily with 7 on her first ball, spare attempt, picks it up. Ashton with a strike in second ball in the 10th. Keegan ends up splitting. $194 last Baker game for Napoleon boys. Keegan picks up 1 there. Ariana picking up 7, leaving the 1, 2, and 4. Ariana now, spare attempt. And she's got it. Patrick Henry with a strike on the right lane. Carly picks up 6, I'm sorry. Ends up splitting, leaving the 4, 6, 7, and 10. And another strike for the Patrick Henry girls. Carly picks up 2 out of the 4. Alexa up now. And a solid 10 pin. Alexa misses her spare attempt, ends up with 9 in the 6th frame. All right, so Baker games for the boys were 235, 204, and 194. Total of 633. They had 19-19 in match play. And it gives them a total of 25-52. Patrick Henry with Baker games of 150, 176, and 227. 553 total. Add that to their match play of 1724. Ends up with 2277. So a difference of 275 pins. Napoleon boys winning. Patrick Henry got 7 to start the 9th, leaving the 3, 6, 10. Their spare attempt coming. Picks it up. Keegan getting 5 and splitting, leaving the Greek Church, the 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. Picks up 3, that's a total of 8. Strike for Patrick Henry girls to start the 10th.
Nice job, AK.
Ariana with a strike there. Carly to strike in the 10th frame. Patrick Henry girls pick up 2 more. They finish with a 136. Carly now, second ball, 10th frame. Ends up with 9. Left the 7 pin. Picks it up and finishes with a 152. So I've got Napoleon with Baker games of 126, 110, 152 for 388. Add that to their match play total of 20. For a total of 2070 overall. And Patrick Henry, the Baker scores of 129, 190, and 136 for a total of 455. Add that to their match play total. And that gives them a total of 1777. So Napoleon girls victorious by 293 pins. We'll get confirmation here in just a moment as soon as the coach finishes adding up. I want to thank everybody for joining us on the live stream today. As I said, our next match will be the 23rd against Maumee in Maumee. All right, looking over the scores. 2070 and 1775. So we're about 2 pins off somewhere. But the end result doesn't change. All right, thank you for everyone for joining us today. Everybody have a great week, and we'll see you at the Maumee match. As always, go Wildcats.